Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of the Unbreakable Sentai podcast. I'm James.
Ooh, I'm Darius.
And I'm Noah.
What episode is it, Darius?
40?
41. It's 42. I even got it wrong. I looked at it and everything. I'm a sinner. just kill me.
Always remember, kids. Run away from the lale.
It's true. It's absolutely true.
What is
Metal Gear
that?
Solid. It's a dumb
I don't
organization.
Know. It's, all I can say, yeah. I don't know exactly. Maybe Illuminati-ish?
Kinda.
Are you gonna...
It's just a stupid thing that happens in fucking Metal Gear Solid a lot.
Oh.
And it's like a group. It's
Sure.
like, but everybody gets to say the lolly lule lo, and it's like, fuck you.
And they don't
Pretty
matter
ridiculous.
in the end.
Yeah, they don't. Yeah, the Patriots don't matter. The lolly lule lo, the fuck everything. Fucking Metal Gear Solid doesn't matter. Konami doesn't care. Fuck.
Hey, man, you're getting those pachinko games.
Yeah, you're right. Hey, you know what? That's actually a good segue. Konami actually put out that Castlevania Game Boy Advance collection.
Yeah.
And I bought the shit out of that, and I've been playing it. You know what?
Nice.
Good job.
That's a perfect place for those to go.
Absolutely. And it's on, like, every console, too, so it's not just on Switch. But the nice thing about it is they did the thing that I want all people who do, like, re-releases of their games to do. They just left the fucking bugs in. They just left them in. They said, fuck it. That's the shit you remember.
Is it because they wanted you to have the pure experience, or is it because they didn't want to fix anything?
Column A, column B. It's column A, column B. I'm sure it's 100% they didn't feel like fixing everything.
Yeah.
I'm sure whoever came up and said, please let us release a real game. I want to do something for the fans. They were like, okay, but you got a budget of 20 cents. And he went, okay, I can make this work. But they've got a lot of really cool features in there, too. Because, like, there's, like, save states and load states, and each game gets, like, 20 save states.
Oh, damn.
So it's like, oh, fuck, you can actually do some work here. If you hold down R2 and hit, like, backwards, you rewind time, and you can rewind a solid, like, couple minutes if you want. So, like, you can do a save state outside of a boss room if you don't feel like doing whatever, and you can go in, and if you get your shit rocked, you reload. Or if you go into a room and you take way too much damage, you can just back up and be like, nah, I didn't like that hit. You know? I know the Disney games are doing that too. Like the
really?
Yeah, the Super Nintendo or Sega Genesis collection.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe I can.
Like, a lot of emulators do that, too.
Exactly.
Maybe I can finally finish Rondo of Blood then.
Yeah, honestly, that's how I'm going to do it. Because I'm done with it.
I remember I got stuck on like that pirate ship area.
With Death, right? I think you're fighting Death up there?
Yeah.
That was ages ago. That was on the trip.
Yeah.
And then you were like, fuck this. And I went, yeah, fuck this. Fuck Dracula. Fuck Death. Fuck all this. But yeah, the kind of nice thing about all that shit, too, is it just... There's also an encyclopedia that you can look up for each game. And it's like right in the game settings. And you can look up different lists of like, here's what all the spells are. Here's what all of the cards do in Circle of the Moon. Here is every enemy, and it tells you what the item they drop is, and you can hit a button, and it takes you to that item's page in the fucking like encyclopedia to be
really?
like, this is what that item is. It's
That's
like,
pretty sick.
right? It's just quality of life, little.
Don't forget about the unseen artwork.
Yeah, the unseen artwork. That's what I'm pretty sure a fucking lie. There's like a small museum, and it just has artwork from all the games.
Yeah.
And it's like, there's never before seen stuff in here. And I was like, I've seen all this because I went through it.
Sure.
I'm a fan.
Yeah, I'm a fan, assholes. The one cool thing in the museum, though, is they have the manual, the full manuals, and the full box art for every version of the game.
Oh, shit.
So, like, they have the Japanese cover, like, box, and the
That's pretty
European.
dope.
It's like, dude, yeah, thank you. You know? Like, I don't need this, but it's cool.
Yeah. It's like preserving it.
Exactly.
It's pretty cool.
And then one last thing that they did that was really nice is there are widgets that you can, like, activate per game, and they just tell you basic, easy information to help you along. So like in Harmony of Despair, there are relics you can find. When you activate the widget on the right side of the screen, it just shows you how many relics are in the area and whether or not you collected them.
Oh.
So nice. Circle of the Moon, when you whip an enemy, or like when you kill an enemy that can drop one of the cards, it tells you whether or not you have the card. It's like, oh my god. It's so nice. And it'll tell you whether or not they can drop the card. So it's just like,
shit.
grinding is no longer a problem.
That's pretty dope.
Yeah. Because, like, dude, grinding for those cards, you'd go in and out of a room 150 fucking times minimum for the item drop. And that's if you knew that enemy dropped the card.
Yeah.
Fuck that. Oh, and the rewind feature is really nice, because as long as you rewind before you swing for the last hit, it counts as a different, like,
Oh, really?
RNG.
It's like a reroll.
Exactly. So you can just whip. Didn't get it? And I'm like, oh, yes, thank you. Thank you. I don't have to spend 20 million years trying to get this shit. So, bring on more of these. Legitimately. Just keep them coming.
Yeah, hopefully Konami realizes people wants this shit.
Yeah. And I mean, I think their sales numbers are pretty good because it's on Steam, Xbox, PlayStation, and
Everywhere.
Switch. So, and for $20 for 4 games, like, especially when on eBay, Aria of Sorrow goes, like, all of the Game Boy Advance Castlevania games go for $80 plus. And so it's like, yeah, people are going to be buying this collection.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to sell my fucking physical copies of the games probably.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I don't fucking need them anymore, and I could use some
But
money.
they're cool.
They are cool, but I'm good.
So there's a new Smash Brothers character coming out next week.
Yep.
Tuesday.
Give me your Hail Marys.
Hail Mary,
Travis touchdown.
Travis touchdown.
That's confirmed not happening.
We don't know that.
His costume is in
Dude.
the fucking
Yeah,
Wii
but we don't
Fighters.
know if that confirms that he's not a character.
He's not a character.
We don't know that.
Was he a me costume? I
He
didn't know
was.
that.
Yeah. Sadly he was.
Dang.
I don't have a Hail Mary. I have no one that I would want. They've killed every one of my dreams. Dante's a fucking me costume. Travis is a me costume. Gino's a me costume. Alucard's in the game as an assist trophy. Zero's an assist trophy. Isaac from Golden Sun is an assist trophy.
Shadow's a assist trophy.
Yeah, Shadow, that's for you.
No,
Don't
no,
put
no,
him
no,
on me. You brought him up, so you can't even fake it. But yeah, like all of the people, Saki from Sin and Punishment is still an assist trophy. Like I got nothing.
I literally have no idea.
I got nothing. Goku. Oh, Hail Mary Goku.
I think they said no anime characters.
Hey, he's in a video game.
I'm going Ryu Hayabusa, baby.
Yeah, I know you are.
Ryu Hayabusa, let's go. He's not an assist trophy.
Yeah. I was gonna make a dumb joke about how his whole game series is on life assist. You know, like life support, because he doesn't get new games. So,
Would they? You think that they'll do a? If it was Ryu Hayabusa, would they do a Ryu Hayabusa like Ninja Gaiden level, or would they do a Dead or Alive level?
Ninja Gaiden for
Yeah.
sure. Yeah, probably be like the final boss room or some shit.
Yeah, you can't have that many titties in that game.
Exactly. Bayonetta's already kind of pushing that Sero rating, you know. Oh, yeah. I don't know.
All I know is that it'll disappoint everybody.
You're right. Everybody's screaming for Sora, and I just don't.
What Final
think-
Fantasy character do you... Not Final Fantasy, sorry. A Fire Emblem character
What
do
fi-
you think it's
I
going to
don't-
be?
I don't know enough. Give me Hector. If you give me Hector, I'll be happy. That's the axe motherfucker that everyone loves.
From a ice game.
I think so.
It
Yeah.
has to be a sword user.
Yeah, you're right. Fuck. I don't know enough sword users from fucking Fire
Yeah.
Emblem. Just give me Marth 2.
Yeah.
Oh, they already gave me Marth 2.
Yeah, Lucina.
Yeah. God damn it.
Twice.
Yeah, with Crom. The jokes write themselves. Nah, they're gonna fuck us. They're gonna be like, oh, because Metroid comes out, you get the SAX, and we all go, great, a third Samus. That's what we all wanted.
I think it might be a 2D fighter.
Honestly, I think it's weird because I
Scorpion.
fucking Scorpion. Ugh.
They couldn't do outfits with him, though. Well, maybe.
Yeah,
Yeah, like classic.
yeah. They could do the
Like the shitty Halloween ninja costume.
yeah.
version.
They've got designs. But you're super right. I was thinking, I'm like, yeah, it'd just be Reptile and Sub-Zero, but they'd still do that.
Yeah.
Like, they'd be like, but no, a lot of people want Sora, and I don't think he's going to happen.
Disney's not letting that happen.
If it's Sora, I'll probably never play Smash again.
What is your deal with Kingdom Hearts, man?
What is your deal with Kingdom Hearts?
It's a great
Why do
series.
you
It's a
love
great
it?
game.
It's all right.
It's
I
like,
love Kingdom Hearts.
If
formed
it's
my
so
childhood.
good, why did they change the gameplay formula from like game to game?
What do you
Hey.
mean?
There's like a card game.
Hey, that's spin-offs. Spin-offs don't count.
They definitely count to the lore. All right,
Okay.
the fucking mobile game counts. All
Okay,
right.
you're right. You're right. But that's like saying Pokemon sucks because Troze exists.
But Rose is fun.
Yeah, so it was Chain of Memories.
Is that right?
Yeah, it was actually.
Yeah,
Fuck you.
Chain Memories is good.
I wouldn't fucking know.
No, he wouldn't. You son of a bitch. But no, there's. I don't think they could do Sora. 'Cause they.
Honestly, I don't think they can either. But everybody wants it, so they might make it happen. If a company has enough money to make it happen, it's Nintendo.
That's true. Yeah, Nintendo and Square. I'm pretty sure Square owns Sora, and Disney has no say on what they do with him as a character. So they might be able to just throw him in there.
We'll see.
Dude, I have no fucking idea. I know I won't care at all.
Yeah. There's no way it's gonna be someone that you want.
Yeah.
Yeah. I really don't know who it could possibly be. Like, I'm trying to think about, like, old, shitty Japanese, like, games or whatever.
I haven't played the new Smash in like 3 years.
Same.
I think the last time it's like fucking Banjo came out or something. Maybe that was like 2 years ago. I don't know.
Fuck, dude, I don't... Yeah, I played with Banjo. I haven't touched Sephiroth.
I touched him. He's fun.
We're fucking children. Just Noah and I both just into our microphones. Yeah, he seemed cool.
Yeah, OP as fuck.
Yeah, I only cared about Terry. And I got what I got, so.
Yeah. That was a happy day for you.
Yeah, I didn't think anyone would show him love.
I hope it's not another 2D fighter.
The fuck was that?
I gave Noah one of my cat's claws.
Ew.
It's just a cat claw.
Okay,
Good
what's your topic, James?
Oh God, what's my topic? I didn't talk about this in the last couple weeks, right? Do you guys know of any songs that sound better in the non-explicit version? Like the edited for radio version sounds better? Because I heard one recently. That Monsters song or whatever. I can't even think about who sings it. It's like, oh my God, why can't I'm not confident enough to sing this fucking song.
Is it a pop song?
It's All Time Low with Demi Lovato. You guys have heard it.
Have we?
Yeah, I don't listen to.
You've heard it. Like, it was super popular very recently.
Yeah,
don't listen to the radio,
listen to the
dude.
radio. I just go on like my phone and download what I want to lot.
Yeah, that's
listen to.
fair. So yeah, Monsters All Time Low. One of the lines in the actual song is like I go back to you and I don't mind if you fuck up my life. But in the radio edit, it's I don't mind if you mess up my life. But the mess up sounds better than fuck up. It's super weird. And it's like, oh, I actually don't like the explicit version. Like, the cadence is off because of it. And I don't think it's because I heard it first, you know? Like, oh, that's the one I heard first, so, like, whatever. It's, I legitimately think musically it just sounds worse.
Sure.
So I was just wondering if you guys knew of any songs, because I know we talked about, have we talked about cover songs? Like, how it's really hard for a cover of a song to sound better than the original.
Yeah.
But when it does, like, god damn, they're fantastic, and everyone knows that one more. Because, like, Hurt, exactly. That's, what, 9 Inch Nails, but it's being covered by Johnny Cash.
Yeah.
Hurt's really good. Everybody knows that Summertime song by, it's by Sublime, but... Oh my god, I want to call her Dua Lipa, and I know that's wrong. Lana Del Rey. Everyone knows the Lana Del Rey version of Summertime more than they know the Sublime version, just because she has like a softer voice and it's like a nicer like song.
Yeah, covers are cool.
Mhm.
I can't really comment on explicit versus radio version since I
Yeah.
only like really listen to the explicit version.
Totally fair. Yeah. I feel like not a lot of people listen to radio, or at the very least go, yeah, I want to listen to the not
Yeah.
intended version of this fucking
Right.
song, you know? I'm glad Darius is like really thinking about it. Because I was worried, because it's like, I don't know, you know? Like, I can't think of many more other than that one from All Time Low, where it's like, yeah, that one's just not as good. You shouldn't have swore, you know? Like, it was unnecessary.
Yeah.
Take it back. What radio edit songs sound better? That's a hell of a topic.
I can't think of anything, dude. I'm sorry.
No, that's fair. I legitimately was trying to think if there might be more than just
I'm
the
sure
one I
there
was
are,
thinking of.
but yeah, I just only listen to like the explicit version.
Yeah.
And covers, like I'd rarely listen to.
That's fair.
That's the magic of streaming. We don't have to
Yeah.
listen to what we don't want to listen to anymore.
Yeah. You know, that's the weird thing, though. I was thinking about this. With a lot of people with streaming, is that ruining what they listen to?
What do you mean?
Because they, like, a lot of people like me, I'm not going to search out new music all that often. I'm going to have my playlist of 500 songs, and that's it. And I don't really care if I hear anything new, I guess. Like, I'll every, like, 2 weeks or so, I'll check my list, like, that Spotify has where it's like, hey, this is a mix for you. And, like,
Yeah.
75% of the songs are songs you've already liked, but then the other 5 are gonna be like, or the 25% 's new stuff that you can go, oh, I want to listen to that.
Yeah.
But is that like kind of homogenizing the music you listen to a little bit more?
Yeah, for like iTunes, it'll show like similar artists. Sometimes I click on that, but most of the time, whenever I listen to like new artists, it's when I like go pick up new vinyls or something.
That's fair.
Like the last time we went, I picked up like a King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard album, and I listened to their new stuff. That was pretty good.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
Um,
it's pretty like psychedelic.
you have to be with a name like that.
Yeah, the album that I bought was more like punk rock though.
That also fits for a punk rock name.
Yeah,
Weird.
and I guess they just like shifted to more of like a psychedelic tone.
Gotta respect it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think streaming services do very well with knowing what you like, because they put together like playlists of like, oh, we know you like this artist, and it's songs. The playlist has songs with like this artist, but we sprinkled in some shit that you don't know, but that's like this artist. And I discovered a lot of new shit from that.
Yeah.
Just like clicking, because I think they're called like play mixes for you, like.
Yeah. Yeah.
And but yeah, I end up like hearing a lot of shit that like I wouldn't have like clicked on, but it's on their playlist, and I'm like, oh, you know, I like this, and I'll like look up the artist, and you know, get the artist gets a new fan. So I don't think streaming is ruining it. It's just like streamlining what I like more.
Well, that's what I'm saying, though, is like, if it knows what you like and keeps giving you what you like, the odds that you are going to listen to something completely different go down. Because it's just going to keep feeding you what it knows you want, you know?
But
And, like, I'm not necessarily saying that's what happens, but it feels like it might be, because that's my case, right? Because it's like, like you said, I go into that playlist and I go, oh, man, this is an album that's, for some reason, it'll be like, oh, yeah, this is Drum, Motion City soundtrack, and fucking, like, Tyler. And then it'll have another thing, and it's like, okay, but that's exactly... It sounds very similar to what I was listening to. So is this... You know, it's not going to give me fucking... It's not going to throw Def Leppard in there, in that
Right.
playlist.
But like you clicked on that because you want to listen to something that sounded like Tyler and Drum.
Exactly.
But
it's
like if you want to listen to something outside of that, then you gotta make your own play. Like new
Right.
one.
well, I also kind of count that too, like especially with like underground music.
Yeah.
I feel like underground music is like a like young man's playground, because
Says the 29-year-old.
yeah, because like I when I was 18 and like 20, I would dig through fucking dozens of like shitty mixtapes.
Dude, you and
To
Matt
find
would
something.
always hit me up with some new weird shit. When I met you guys in college, you were always like, yeah, but have you heard Boner Blasters? And I'm like, no, I haven't, Matt. Please tell me about them.
And yeah, so like I would dig through like just shitty mixtapes. I would literally click on shit just because the album cover looked cool.
That's
And
the best way to do it, man.
you get burnt 9 times out of 10, but sometimes you might get something good.
Yeah.
And I just don't have the time for that right now. Like, I'm not fit to dig through shitty music just to find one good song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like, if the song is good, the kids that's like 19 or 20 that are digging through this bullshit will find it, and it'll come to me eventually.
Yeah. It'll
and
become popular. And if
yeah.
it's good enough, I'll see it.
Yeah, and so that's what I mean by it's like it's a young man's game of like when you're young like that, you're just searching for.
You've got the time to blow on fucking search.
Yeah, you're trying to devour whatever you can devour, but I feel like it will come to me if it's meant to be, or if it's really good, I will get it.
You don't need to be the person to find it.
Yeah, like Noah knows JPEG Mafia.
Yeah, dude, I love Peggy. He's great.
I respect him. I don't really I can't get into his music. I've been trying, but I know about him. I know a few like I know what he sounds like if I hear him, and that's just from people respecting him and talking about him. So I had to be like, okay, let me check into this motherfucker. So like I don't know, like if I'm gonna like it, it'll find me.
Yeah.
So I'm not too worried about missing out on shit. I'm not missing out on Dua Lipa. I'm never gonna like care about her fucking album.
Well, apparently a lot of her new stuff is super disco. Trisha was telling me, so
Yeah.
like it's like super different. She's like, I'm digging this new album.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of pop.
Yeah.
So like that's the only thing of why I probably would never like her stuff. I'm
Yeah.
just not into pop music at all, really.
Well, I mean, except for Taylor Swift. I know you love.
Oh yeah,
This guy
1980.
doesn't like popular music.
1980.
Fucking loose.
Is the album 1989 or 1984? I don't know.
I don't know.
I wanna say
1984
89.
is the book that's about like authoritarian
Oh, yeah.
government.
Yeah, it's got to be the other one then.
Okay.
can't be that one.
Yeah, that was like her biggest album, but what the fuck? I don't know what I'm talking about, Taylor Swift. But I know that was one of her albums.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've actually listened to that album. It was okay.
Yeah.
It was not as good as people was fucking praising it to be, but it was okay.
I literally have Shaken Off in my Spotify, and that's it. And I skip it 9
I
times out of
think
10.
it's off that album.
Yeah.
Dude.
It is.
Yeah.
I usually like put my playlist on like shuffle and it just goes through everything. And I've just like recently been like taking albums off. Because
Yeah.
I'm like, I skip every single song I hear from this album. Why is it on here?
Yep. Well, so I'm kind of fucked with that because how I used to have my iPod set up, right, is I would set it to albums, all albums, and then I would start it at the beginning, and then if I was in the mood for something, I would know the number of skips I needed to get to that
Yeah.
specific song because I knew the albums in the order, right?
Yeah.
So it didn't matter if I had 500 songs on there, I knew the order by like feel.
Yeah.
But with Spotify, I can't do that because
Yeah.
I don't have them, like, I don't know if I can sort them by album name or by whatever in my own playlist. And I also only like songs. I don't have other playlists. I just hit like and I just use that.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, okay, I'm kind of feeling, I'm a weeb. I want to think about dumb anime fights. Skip, 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 fuck, skip, 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 and like... But I don't want to take any songs off right now because it's like I might want to listen to fucking Crimson Cloud from Devil May Cry, you know?
Yeah.
Just not today. Do you guys throw curveballs into your Spotify every once in a while? Where you just like put something completely different so that it gets confused and might send you something neat?
I don't know.
Yeah, I got some
I don't use
Billie
Spotify.
Holiday in my like stuff,
Oh, yeah?
and some Nina Simone, and then it's right next to like Playboy Cardi stuff. So it's there are some weird things in there.
Yeah, I've got just some weird Japanese bands from time to time. Like, I know I've got The Pillows, which isn't a weird band. They're the people who did the soundtrack for Fully Cooley. But I've also got, like, I've got, like, the Halloween theme song.
From the movie?
From the movie. Do you know that
This
song?
is Halloween.
No. The
No,
horror
Michael
movie.
Myers.
Oh.
Yeah, the theme of October.
The real song. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. That's a 10-minute song, by the way. The part everyone knows is only the beginning.
Damn.
It goes. But yeah, like I like to just throw a little bit on there, so Spotify might look at my list and go like, "Oh yeah, he might like." What do we tell him? What do we tell him? We need to make a playlist with this song. It's on. It's time. Fuck. You know. So does Apple Music not work that way? Like it doesn't like.
There are like radio stations and stuff, but mostly I just like put stuff on shuffle.
Okay. Because I know you said that like
the shuffle isn't like really shuffle. It doesn't like randomly pick a song. It'll like pick some of your favorites most of the time.
Oh, weird.
So you're like listening to kind of like the same tracks every once in a while, which is a little annoying because it's like I want to.
Spotify naturally does that too.
Yeah.
There was about a week where I was listening to a bunch of Motion City soundtrack because I felt like a high school punk ass, and then for the next like 3 weeks, I would listen. I only had 6 songs by them, and it would be like, oh, here's all 5 of their songs in a row.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
you're like, how is this random?
Yeah, it's like I got 600 tracks. You're not going to tell me you randomly put those 5 together, asshole.
Exactly.
Like, fuck off. Yeah, I've got like No Straight Roads music on my Spotify.
Yeah, you're telling me that.
just to be a little weird, just fuck it. Give me something weird.
Yeah. The algorithm, I don't understand like how it figures out what the fuck you like, especially with like you have Motion Picture City soundtrack and then you have No Straight Roads and then you have the Halloween.
Yeah.
I wouldn't know what the fuck to throw in there.
Yeah, if I gave you, I was like, hey, can you recommend me some music, and gave you those 3 tracks, you'd just look at me.
Yeah.
Like, no, I can't. Goodbye. Like, ugh. Yeah, I don't know. I was just thinking a lot about music.
Yeah.
Like this week.
I would like to see your Spotify and see what the For You button does.
I mean, we can do it later, but yeah, I'm down. I don't
Like-
lock my phone. You can grab it whenever.
Because I know, like, when I click the for you button, it's like, oh, we have a Amy Winehouse playlist and a Prince playlist and a Kanye playlist. But what the fuck does your playlist look like?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm curious too, because I don't even click that For You button.
Oh, yeah?
No, yeah, when I just do it, and it's like, you know the daily playlist it gives you, or it's like daily playlist 1, daily playlist 2. Those are what I click to like look through and be like, okay, what do you want to add for me? You know? Who knows? We'll find out together, Darius. That'll be a journey.
So I've been thinking about classic video games and what makes a classic video game.
Mm-hmm.
The second part of the question is, what was the last classic video game to come out? So when you break down classics, I think Super Mario World, right? Mario 64, Ocarina of Time,
Super Mario Bros. With Duck Hunt.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Exactly.
and then like
Mars.
Final Fantasy 7, Metal Gear. All those games are classics, but what was the last classic game to come out?
So let's start by defining what a classic means to us, right? Because like that's a good question too. Because it's like, is it a classic where you play it and you just go, yeah, this is a game I'm gonna play again, like in 5 years, in 10 years? Is that what it like?
I don't necessarily think that is what I feel like. Acceptance of like majority of the people would love the game, and I would say that's a classic.
Okay.
And also, it like somewhat revolutionizes how
like
games are.
impacts like the game.
Yeah, the impact.
Yeah.
Because like Super Mario World,
Yeah, that was a game changer.
and then Ocarina of Time.
Yep. And you're right, fucking Metal Gear Solid was a fucking game changer.
Yeah. But when I think nowadays, I'm like, what the fuck was the last classic? What was the last classic game that we had?
Dark Souls. There's probably something after that, but
Yeah,
at least a starting off point.
not necessarily from a gameplay standpoint, but I can definitely say the first one that came to my mind was Final Fantasy 15.
Really?
Yeah.
A classic?
Yeah. The story of how those bros is told is a fucking game changer.
I never
like-
really thought about Final Fantasy 15 as a classic, but I don't know. I don't like have a desire to play it again.
Right, but you fondly remember your bros.
I do.
And you thought about fucking like when they're pushing the car and fucking Stand By Me, the Stand By Me cover by Florence and the Machine.
Yeah.
I don't know music, and I remember that cover is by that band. I don't know who that band is, Darius. But that fucking stuck with you.
You know Florence and the Machine. The Dog Days Are Over. Dog Days.
Oh, I hate that song.
Yeah, that's Florence and the Machine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know that was Florence and the Machine. But I knew that they did that cover that I love. And like the feeling of like how that game ends and everything, and the way that like you pick the photo and at the end it's like
That's my photo. That's my photo of Icky right there.
yep, with his butthole spread wide open. Yeah, dude. But yeah, I think that's a classic. Because they didn't revolutionize how games were played, but it revolutionized. It kind of told me like, no, you can tell a story about friends that isn't shit. You know, like Persona doesn't do a good job of telling a story about friends. You know what I mean?
How do you feel about God of War, the new one? Then
I need to play it. I still need to play it. I'm sure it's a classic, like legitimately, because
Yeah.
I've heard nothing but good things.
Did you play it?
Yeah, I finished it.
Do you think it's a classic?
I would say so. The fact that they like kind of completely reinvented the gameplay for God of War is kind of insane, and they also made it amazing. Like I don't miss being like a hack and slash. I like kind of prefer the new style.
Yeah, it's weird to say, but the new style is way more intimate, which is what you want out
Yeah,
of
yeah,
that
yeah.
style. Like,
The story is definitely way more intimate too.
yeah, and like that's exactly what Kratos and God of War needed.
Yeah.
Like if the new God of War was just another bad Devil May Cry, no one would have given a shit.
Yeah.
No one. Even if it was Nordic, no one would have fucking cared. But yeah, no, I haven't even played it. Control actually would probably be another one that people
Control.
would consider a classic.
Really?
Yeah,
Why? Why you say that?
because the gameplay is amazing. People jerk that game the fuck off.
I played Control, by the way, people. I love Control, but I feel like people don't talk about it enough for it to be a classic.
Well, I mean, a lot of people talk about it online.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That's kind of a hard thing to say too, though, right? Is like not hearing people talk about it, but we're not in a place to fucking hear
Yeah, we're
anybody
kind of
talk
in a
about
bubble.
it. Exactly.
I mean, I hear people talk about God of War. You know, like you know when people like praise shit, like it's the new hot shit.
Yeah.
You know, like. So like that's what I'm saying. I don't hear people talk about the way people talk about God of War.
Oh yeah, people definitely do, especially with like that studio making more and like making those new Control games. Like,
Santa Monica.
yeah, people were bringing it up loads.
So you think that what makes the Control classic? The gameplay, just how you.
Well, like the gameplay is super cool, you know, and like the story is told in an interesting way, and like everything is super unique, right? Because you're thrust into a really weird situation, and your character just fucking goes with it. You know, because it's like, hey, guess what? Slight spoilers for the first 20 minutes of Control. Hey, welcome to the building. You saw our dead head? That makes you the new head. Excuse me? Well, I guess I can use this to try to find out what I wanted to do. Okay, yeah, sure, I'm the new head. What's up, baby? You know, and like,
Yeah.
I don't know, it's just, it's super unique, you know? And is uniqueness kind of what makes a classic? Like, it doesn't
that goes
need to
kind
be.
of like in part with like not reinventing, but like adding something new to like the formula.
Yeah.
Would you consider Fortnite a classic?
I think you have to.
Did it
Classic.
perfect
I don't
the
know
battle
if it
arena?
perfected it.
No.
It changed it.
It changed it, because that whole building mechanic makes that a
Yeah.
completely different game.
But
Have you
also,
seen
like-
high-level Fortnite fuckers?
No.
Yeah,
They're-
they just build it like towers in like a second.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Like, literally, they're spinning and building and demolishing and building, and then they, like, drop down and kill a dude, and you're like, where the fuck were you?
Yeah.
Like, they're playing 5D hyper chess.
Yeah.
And, like...
But like I don't see people like copying Fortnite. I think that's like another mark too. Like Fortnite didn't invent the battle royale genre.
That's true, it just improved upon it.
Yeah. Not that doesn't make it a classic, but
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. That's a tough call. I'm really trying to
I
think.
mean, I would say impact though. Fortnite has a huge
sure.
impact, and the impact might somewhat make it.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely gonna be talked about years from now for sure. Even when it's like dead.
Absolutely.
Would you consider Uncharted classic or Uncharted 2?
I think so.
I didn't really play them, but probably
Yeah.
because it's just Tomb Raider for a new age.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Yeah, it reinvented a fantastic genre. You know.
How you feel about The Last of Us then? Would that be a classic?
Yeah, that's definitely a classic.
Sure.
Yeah. I mean, but my question is like, what does it do to make it a classic?
Storytelling. That's where everyone would say that The Last of Us 1 became like a classic, you know, because the gameplay's not that unique overall, but everybody loves that storytelling. Like you can't deny it, because like even I don't want to call them minor characters, right? But not even the non-main characters. Like I didn't like that game enough to actually beat it, because like I got 75% of the way through, but like I know about the cool dude with his brother that have that super sad moment. I know about that fat dude that saves you at the school, you know, who's like super cool and also gay. And, like,
I love your description of him as that fat dude.
yeah. You're right. What's his name?
Bill,
Bill?
I think.
That's a safe bet. That's the safest fat white man. Bill, Last of Us. Oh. Darius fucking got it. His name's Bill.
Yeah.
I love Bill. Bill's great. Do you know what the brother and the other brother's name is?
No, I don't remember their name.
It's a damn shame, because they had a much more impactful story in here than Bill did.
Yeah, their story is super sad. I'm bad with names. Bill
spoke to you.
Well, Bill has more lines.
That's true. Yeah, he's more
Because
of a character.
Bill, like, actually fights with you. The two brothers, they don't really go with you through stuff.
No.
You just, like, meet them in cutscenes, really.
Yeah.
So, how about Witcher 3? Is Witcher 3 a classic?
Skyrim for sure.
Yeah, Skyrim
Yeah.
for sure.
I'm asking about Witcher 3.
It just like went to Skyrim because like I was like, yeah, fucking Witcher 3's been released a lot, and then I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, Skyrim. Is Skyrim the most released game?
It's gotta be at this point.
Right? It's gotta be. They released that shit on Amazon Echo.
Alright,
It was
like-
a joke, but still.
RE4 though is up there too.
The only other thing that could rival it would be Doom, but that's not even an official release.
Yeah, that's true.
That's just
Doom.
people trying to put it on everything.
But Doom has been on every console, though. I think you might be right.
Yeah.
Because, like, you can
But,
buy
like-
Doom 1 on Switch right now for $5. So, shit, that's a good point.
Yeah. But yeah, I'd consider Witcher 3
Yeah,
a classic.
because everybody was talking about Witcher 3. It put CD Projekt on the map.
Yeah.
It literally made them like a AAA company.
Yeah, I would say that Witcher 3, like, they expanded on side quests of like making side quests better and not just
Fleshing out the world a bit more.
yeah, and not just making side quests. Go find this person. Thank you. Here's your money. Leave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the thing too is that it really like that was a door opener for like Western style RPGs for a lot of people. Because like think about like classic games like Baldur's Gate.
RDR 2 feels like it ripped off Witcher style a lot.
I will absolutely agree with that. 100%.
Which is speaking of Rockstar, Grand Theft Auto 3 is a classic.
Yep. Grand Theft Auto 5 is a classic.
5, yeah. I feel like
Dude,
San
I don't know,
Andreas.
5 was fucking boring.
Yeah,
like
you
halfway
didn't
through
like
it.
it.
It
I
was just
remember.
the same thing over and over. Like it was fun, but like I don't know.
Do job, get fucked over,
Yeah,
do second job.
get fucked over, do another job, get fucked over, and just
That-
that's it.
Dude, that was ripped straight from my memory of you telling me.
Yeah.
Cause like, but yeah, you're right. I enjoyed every second of it, but it got rote real quick.
But I would love to see what they do with Grand Theft Auto post, like you said, Last of Us and Witcher world, because storytelling and world building is a lot better now in video games, and that's their competition now.
Yeah.
I didn't play Red Dead Redemption 2. Was that the same formula in the storytelling, or did they switch it? Is it better?
It's not as bad, but it's pretty
It's
similar.
pretty similar. Yeah.
'Cause
I think Witcher definitely does like side quests better than Rockstar.
Absolutely.
But yeah.
Here's the thing with The Witcher, and I don't know if it's necessarily a thing that's like you can blame Rockstar for or Grand Theft Auto. They have a lot more that they can do with The Witcher because they have 7 books that tell them exactly how Geralt handles situations, you know? And they had 2 other games that tell them how he handles situations, but Rockstar's got to make a new protag that you have to care about right away. And it's kind of harder for them, you know? Like, I don't want to cut them slack saying like, it's understandable, but like I can see why they might have a little bit more to struggle with, you know? Because whenever I watch Witcher 3 gameplay and like see story quests and side quests, I'm like, yeah, that's exactly how he'd sound in the book. And like, even if no matter what option you choose, because you have multiple options, he still sounds like Geralt of Rivia, and it's like, fuck, they nailed it. Like, but yeah, the Red Dead Redemption or whatever, you know, caring about Arthur Morgan, it's harder for them because you gave me a good scene in the beginning, and I'm supposed to care about Arthur, but after a while, I don't want Arthur to do the story anymore.
Yeah, it definitely like puts him down a lot, and like I haven't finished it. I heard the ending was good and people enjoyed it, but like during the story, like your morality doesn't matter. Like you could be the best person in the world, and it'll force you to do bad things and people to treat you like shit.
Yep.
You think that's a weird? I won't say crutch. Just a weird like bad thing about Rockstar games where they kind of all their games just kind of revert back to that where how you are as a person doesn't matter because the story has to
be the story they wrote.
They have to tell a story.
Yeah.
Granted, it's like 100+ hours for that story, so creating another 100+ hour that's like adjacent to that.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Yeah,
for sure. Because thinking about it, like Grand Theft Auto does the same thing, right? Like you can be as good of a person as you want. At the end of the day, you still killed a bunch of fucking bank tellers because you robbed a bank. You know, it's like, I don't care if you saved that lady's purse from getting snatched, Franklin. You killed 20 people the next day.
Yeah.
Like.
So, Breath of the Wild classic for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess I would say with Rockstar, not to keep beating a dead horse, but like they do characters well, but I don't much care for their stories.
No, I'd agree with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because like the best part about GTA 5 is like just the personalities of the player characters. The story, in my opinion, is pretty bad.
Yeah, because you're absolutely right. I cared about how Franklin handled every situation, but I didn't care about the situation.
Yeah.
Like, I loved hearing that Franklin was like, fuck, what do I do? Do I kill... spoilers for a fucking game that's been released 18 billion times over 6 years. He's like, I don't know whether I need to kill Trevor or kill Michael, you know? Like,
right.
that's a deep fucking situation, you know? Mm-hmm. And I've literally never done it anyway but the best way, so...
Yeah, well, I don't want to kill either of them.
Yeah. I've watched the cutscenes, and both of those cutscenes are amazing.
Yeah.
Like, have you seen the cutscenes? Mm-hmm. Dude, when he kills Michael, it's so good, because, like, they're at the, like, oil refinery or whatever that's, like, off on, like, part of the map that you go to from time to time. And, like, Franklin's got a gun in his face, and Franklin's, like, looking like he's like, I don't want to do this, but I have to. And Michael's like, it's okay, kid. Pull the trigger. It's fine. I get it. Like, he's super chill with the fact that he's about to get murdered. Because he's like, you're kind of helping me get released from my shit.
Yeah, he's been burning the rope at both ends for so long.
Exactly. And it's like such a nice moment between the two of them that I almost feel like that's the ending they're going to choose to be canon with GTA 6, right? Because, like, there's always...
Is it, like, connected?
All of them are connected. Oh. Yeah, because there's
well, like Los Santos is in another game, right?
Yeah, San Andreas.
San Andreas.
Yeah. But there's a character from Grand Theft Auto 4 in 5. You can get him to help you in bank heists.
Nice.
And he talks about the main character of 4, but he never tells you what happened to him. He kind of says that he left, and he's like, yeah, I don't know what happened. He says the family fell apart when he left. So you're like, okay, did he leave? Did he die? Like, we don't know. But we know it's the same world. And because Liberty City is what 4 is, we know that Jean or Luke, whatever the main character from 3 is, we know that he was also alive and a real person because Liberty City's real, so he's real.
Yeah.
So
going back to Vice City, baby. Let's go.
Dude, I want it so bad.
Vice City was so cool.
Dude, Vice City is I know they couldn't have thought about it, right? But, like, that whole 70s, 80s aesthetic.
Yeah, detective vibe.
Yeah,
shit.
is so in right now.
It's so good.
And has been in for the last, 5 years that they were like, fuck. If we had struck when the iron was hot, we would have had the perfect game for right now. And they're like, fuck it.
It's gotta be difficult being Rockstar though, because they can't really release another GTA without figuring out what they're gonna do with online.
Yep. Yeah.
Because like they can't just drop online and say "fuck you" to everybody who spent hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars on it.
Yep. Games as a service is a rough thing to deal with.
Yeah.
I mean, swimming in these piles of money.
Yep. It's so difficult. Hey, did you just count another million? We can sleep on it for another month.
Yeah.
Like.
So my question again, what was the last classic video game to be released?
I think we'd all have a different opinion on this, and I think that's okay. And I am legitimately stalling for time right now for all of us. So, because you can't have dead air on a fucking podcast. Oh no, I'm really trying to think, because I know I've listed off a couple, but I know there's more recent ones.
More recent ones.
That's the problem, because Resident Evil 2 for me is a classic.
Yeah.
The remake. It did everything right.
I agree. I think that is a classic.
Yes, I'd say it's better than the original.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that's fucking hard.
Yeah.
Weirdly enough, Resident Evil, whenever they remake their games, except for 3's a little kind of in a weird spot, but it wasn't made by Capcom necessarily. Their remakes are always better. Resident Evil 1 remake is better than the PS1 one. It just does everything better.
Yeah.
And it's like, wow, I can't believe you actually pulled that off. How do you take a classic that changed a generation and do it again?
Would you consider what's that roguelike game where you're in hell that you like?
Oh,
Hades.
Isaac.
Hades.
Oh, never mind.
I was thinking Isaac as well.
Would you consider Hades a classic?
Yeah.
That's
It kind of changed roguelikes
yeah.
for a lot of
Changed
people.
VNs too.
Yeah, sure did. Sure fucking did. But yeah, Supergiant's nuts because I feel like all of their games are classics. When they release a game, that game is a instant classic.
I would say Bastion and Hades are probably their best games.
I'd agree. Dude, Bastion was I played that game right when I needed to.
Not many companies hit it out of the park like their first games, but
Yeah.
they somehow did it.
Fuck, dude, I love the ending of Bastion.
Never finished it.
Dude, it's so good.
I think the only games that I've beaten of theirs were Hades and
Pyre. I still need to play Pyre.
Pyre's weird. I wouldn't call it an amazing game. It's not bad, but it's definitely not
Soul
for everybody.
basketball.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where your magic ability is you can read.
Yeah, yeah, actually. The main character isn't a player. There's text that you have to read in order to read the rights to be able to play other teams in order to ascend.
Mm-hmm.
And nobody can read it except for you.
So your ability
So
is
you're literally you're on the team because you can read.
You're literate.
It's not literate. It's magic text.
Right.
So it's not oh, you're just stupid. It's you literally can't read this.
But still, it's funny to
Yeah.
when you distill things into their base form.
I
funny.
will say one of my favorite things about that game, which is kind of slight spoilers if you guys matter.
I'm not gonna play that game.
Sure.
If
But
I matter, that's deep.
One thing I didn't like is that the team
Yeah, what
that
the
you're
fuck does
on-
that mean, Noah?
What?
If we mattered.
No,
I'm sorry. If it matters to you.
misspoke, but it was hilarious.
Yeah.
Spoilers, if you matter. Do I? Oh, no.
But-
No, I don't. You're telling me I don't matter.
But one of my favorite things is that once you get to the end, the team that you play with, the first person you put on that team leaves. Like, they make it out. So you have a limited number of like people that you can have be
one time.
unexiled, and then you lose that character for the rest of the game.
So you gotta pick and choose who you want to
So
play.
if you put your effort into this guy and he's like your favorite, you lose him and you lose like your strongest team member. Or if you actually like this guy and you keep him exiled, you're like, fuck, I'm fucking over my favorite character.
Yeah, just because I want him next to me.
Yeah.
That's super cool.
Yeah.
Super
And what's
Giant makes
awesome is
unique
that
shit.
the music that plays during the ending literally like says like the person who wins this gets to like get out, and it's just like 10 out of 10.
And the music changes based on who you're fighting to,
Yeah.
doesn't it? Like for the last one or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah, each team has like their own music, but when you're at like the finals for whatever, it's like a specific song where like you have a like a bard with you that like sings songs occasionally, and then he duets with like this angel that's like singing this song that's like you're ascending and stuff. It's so fucking cool, dude.
It's the only one that's not on Switch.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Huh.
All their other ones are
That's weird.
just not Pyre, and I don't know why.
I wonder if it's like button problems.
It might be.
But I played it on Xbox controller. I
Oh, well,
believe,
then
so.
fuck it. There's no reason.
Yeah.
There's no excuse. I'd buy it in a heartbeat is why I'd say that.
How about the new Spider-Man game? Would you consider that a classic?
Yeah.
A classic. I'd say it's the best Spider-Man game. I don't know if it necessarily like reinvented anything.
Yeah, no, that's fair. Yeah, I
it's
wouldn't
a
say
great
it's a
game,
classic,
but it's not a classic in my
Yeah.
opinion.
You don't think it had a big impact?
it had a big impact, but it's still like, it's like saying like Call of Duty, the new Call of Duty is not a classic. It still had a big impact, but like
Modern
you know what I mean?
Warfare, I would say it's a classic. The first one.
Yeah, but Warzone had a massive impact. Is that a classic? No. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, yeah.
because there's a bit of a difference.
The new
I
Call
feel.
of Duty. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Because like Spider-Man's amazing, but there's something about the
I
fact that it's like,
say it feels like a great sequel, but it's not like a Citizen's Kane.
yeah,
I don't know. That swing is really good, dude. They got it perfect.
I mean you're right.
Like,
I don't think anyone can make a better Spider-Man game than what we got.
Yeah.
Every other Spider-Man game is going to be as good,
Mm-hmm.
not better. You know what I mean? Like it's a damn shame that you killed it on your first try, and nothing you do is gonna get past that, in my opinion. Like, but yeah, I don't know. It's weird because it's like it's a fantastic game, but at the end of the day, it's a superhero game, so it's not like the story wasn't amazing. Like the story wasn't gonna blow anyone away. The combat's fine. You know what I mean? Like it's an amazing game, but
Yeah,
I
but
can't call it a classic.
I want to give it points though for the exploration of like traveling through New York.
Yeah,
I will never get that in any other game.
you're right. You're
Like,
absolutely right.
That swing is
Not even
fucking
Liberty
incredible.
City. Not even Grand Theft Auto 4.
Like they killed the swinging, dude. Every time I touch the controller and I'm swinging, I just have fun.
Yeah.
And
It does feel good.
The game just has a lot of fucking heart. That's the thing, right? Like the fact that all dialogue for Yuri Lowenthal for Peter Parker is recorded twice. The
Yeah.
fact that like you can fucking drop down to street level, people look at you and you can give them the finger guns and keep walking. Like, fuck, dude. They captured what it meant to be Spider-Man, and that's a beautiful thing that I don't think. Like, we clearly have examples of games that didn't do that.
yeah,
You know,
The story was amazing.
Yep.
The characters are great. I
Oh,
still
dude,
like
when you
choke up
fucking-
at the end. Dude, that like makes me tear up. That shit's so good.
it's also so good that like fucking just everybody knows, right?
Yeah.
Like, because there's. I think they did that on purpose too. Is like when he's like, "I knew you were Spider-Man," and his response is like, "You knew?"
Yeah,
But
when
then-
he called him Peter. He's
Yeah.
like, you knew. You knew?
But then he has that same dialogue with Aunt May. kind of, because he says you knew, and it's a completely different meaning, but it's the same words, and they did it so well. Fuck. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, as good as it is, I don't think I could consider it a classic, but I would not tell anyone they're wrong if they said it was a classic, right? Because I'd also say Infamous Second Son to me is a classic.
Second Son?
Second Son, the PS4 one. Because, like,
What makes it a classic?
I don't know, dude. Like, half the game's kind of mid.
No, that's absolutely fair. I mean, because of the story.
Sure.
Because, like, the bond between him and his brother, and, like, this is a thing that affects me, kind of, like, I feel like games almost never get how brothers are correct. Never. If two characters are brothers, they're almost never right. But fucking Infamous Second Son, the vibe between Delsin and his brother is they feel like brothers. And that was the first game I had ever played where I was like, this feels right. Like, how did they nail it? And how have so many other people fucked it up?
Yeah.
And that's kind of like with Final Fantasy 15. Those friends feel like friends. They don't feel like game characters.
Yeah.
Like, everybody in Final Fantasy X, I don't feel like they're...
Yeah, they don't feel like party members.
Yeah, like, they don't feel like people, almost. Like, the way they interact. But those dudes, they feel like they've known each other for 10 years. They feel like they've been friends since in elementary school.
Yeah.
Right? And it's like, fuck, you did it.
What's your opinion on Death Stranding? I haven't played
Death
it yet.
Stranding?
You haven't played it yet.
Yeah, no, me neither.
Do you think?
That's a good question.
Because I know that gameplay is unique. It's
Yeah.
That's
fair.
It's not that unique. It's basically Binding of Isaac. You just attack with blood and piss. It's fine.
I think the story was great. I mean, I like the weirdness of it a lot. I just like Kojima's just out there ideas and stuff.
Yeah.
But
Free reign.
yeah.
Kojima's a fun Kojima.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to experience a good story, I'd play it.
doesn't sound like classic words to me.
Yeah, I didn't hear that.
It's definitely unique. Like, you're definitely not going to get that experience anywhere else, but I don't know. I don't think it's for everyone, though.
That's fair. Yeah, because not everybody likes trucking.
Yeah.
Takes a certain
the idea
level.
of it, too, is pretty cool because what Kojima was saying, it's about just, like, bridging and
Yeah, it's about
connection.
connections.
Yeah, so, like, you can, like, place stuff in the world to help people. So, like, there was one time where I, like, scaled a mountain manually, and then I put down, like, a rope so that people didn't have to go through that. And then you can have people, like your stuff, and then...
And
that,
likes are currency.
Yeah. So that was pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw an article just recently that was, like, play Death Stranding offline to, like, get the real vibe of it. And I'm like, that's fair.
It does kind of defeat, like, Kojima's kind of intention.
Absolutely, yeah. Because it's like you're supposed to work with other people, but at the same time, like, I
It
understand.
feels weird because, like, those people technically don't exist for you.
Yeah. I guess the question, the thing is that, like, you could consider them just other careers. They might not technically be...
Oh, sure, yeah.
I don't know the main character's name, so I'm just going to call him Norman Reedus.
That's fair.
Is his name Norman?
I don't remember.
Yeah,
It's probably Jack or something.
Yeah, it's
like
probably Jack Garland, like the But yeah, dude, I don't know. I want to play Death Stranding, you know, but like, I don't know when I'm gonna have the time. That's the problem. Sam Bridges.
Yeah.
Because Bridges. I remember now. That's stupid.
I want to play Death Stranding too. I just got my copy back last week.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, my cousin had it this long.
How'd your cousin like it?
He never even got to play it.
Oh, really?
His disc drive in his PS4 was broken, so he never got to play
no.
it. He's just had it this whole time because I haven't seen him in so long.
I'm sorry, I'm a child.
Did you hear Dick Drive?
Yeah, his dick drive wasn't working, so he couldn't play it. It's like, yeah, you got to fix that before you can play video games. That's more important. Ugh.
But so you would say the last classic to come out was probably Hades for you?
Yeah. Just timeline wise, yeah, Hades. The one I felt like the most that I like I playing it, I was like, this changes everything though, was Resident Evil 2. So
I think the last classic for me would probably be Breath of the Wild.
yeah.
That's fair.
That's That's one. I think that was like the last time I played a video game, and I had the feeling of like, this is fucking crazy, and I don't want to go back.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the problem with Breath of the Wild. It's like every once in a while, I'm like, do I want to play that again? No.
I mean, you beat it like 6 times.
Yeah.
So.
Only 3.
I don't know.
Only 3. No,
20.
4.
Yeah.
4 times. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
How about you, Noah?
For me, I mean, it's probably Sekiro.
Oh God, I forgot about that. I forgot that game existed. Fuck.
That's a good.
Can I change my answer?
I will say, because like I've never felt so like involved while like fighting a boss than I have in like playing Sekiro.
Yeah.
Like I had to like pay attention and like learn and like I just like had to like not like focus, but like it demanded more of me, and I appreciated that a lot.
Yeah, I'll say this about all of FromSoft games, but mostly Bloodborne and Sekiro most of all. Like, it's definitely like a scale. I have never felt my blood pump in any other video game except for boss fights in like Sekiro or Bloodborne, where it's like legitimately like, oh my god, I am fucking a hair's breadth away from dying, but I can do this, you know? And like everything fades away and you're just okay.
Yeah.
I totally agree with that. Like when you're playing Spider-Man and you're fighting Doc Ock, you don't feel like that at all.
No.
You're just like hit him 3 times and it's over.
Like I use all of my equipment because it's all broken, and then the fight's over.
Yeah.
But like, yeah.
And I feel like that's how like From nails it pretty good, especially with like last bosses. But like, I want a boss fight to kick my teeth in. Like, I want to come out of that boss fight like the end of a fucking like the end of a movie, right? I want it to be Die Hard, where I'm John McClane and I am so bloody and so beaten and wounded, but I came out on top, fucker. Like, you're falling off the building.
Yeah.
I'm here.
Totally
Backup
dope.
gun. Like, and like From Software kills it with that. It's like specifically with final bosses, because Sword Saint Ishin is the best boss fight I have
So
ever
good, dude.
ever fought. Like the moment that you run forward and he whips out that gun and you go, "You dirty bitch, you dirty bitch," and it's like time to rethink my entire plan, you know? And it's like
Almost every single boss in Sekiro is just 10 out of 10.
yeah, I think there are only 2 boss fights.
Yeah, 2
that I
or
don't
3
like.
that I don't care for.
Yeah, not counting mini bosses.
Yeah.
Because I
Fuck
think
that
the
monkey.
water
The
lady
bead
is stupid.
bosses. Yeah, so like my take on FromSoft is generally I don't care for Dark Souls that much, because I don't like the fight pattern for like bosses where it's just like roll out of the way and then swing 2 times while he's like recovering from that move.
Right.
In Sekiro, it's like you actually have to play with the person. Like you can't just like, you can kind of dodge moves, but like that's not the best way at all to like play the game.
Yeah, the best way to play the game is what they taught you.
Yeah,
Get
which
in their
is
face.
Yep.
get in their face, hit them, and then block. The best strat usually isn't to run away. There's the monkey fights, and the it's the sculptor. I forgot what his boss fight was called.
Oh, the Demon of Chaos or whatever?
Yeah, something like
Demon
that.
of Hatred.
Demon of Hatred, yeah. Those boss fights you can fight like Dark Souls, but other than that, everything else is pretty...
Yeah, those boss
Pretty
fights are weird
involved.
because you have to fight them like Dark Souls.
Yeah.
That's, yeah.
For the first monkey fight, you can kind of not do that, because there's a bunch of mechanics that you can kind of take care of with like parrying correctly.
Right.
Like there's a stance that you can get in that if you use the spear prosthetic, after you parried one of his moves, it does like way more extra damage. Like it rips the immortal centipede out of him, which is pretty rad.
When that motherfucker picks up his head,
Yep.
Yeah,
I was
nobody
not-
expected that
Yeah.
shit, dude.
Have you seen... There's a video on YouTube, and since you were watching React videos or whatever, have you seen the videos of streamers getting fucked by Monkey Form 2?
no.
Dude, it's amazing. Because every streamer, they kill it, and it drops, and they're like,
And then
yes,
it shows Shinobi
yes.
execution to bait your ass.
Yeah. And they're like, yes, 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 and like some of them like get up and like are like, fucking showboating, and then they look over and they're dead, and they're like, what the fuck happened?
Yeah.
And it's just like, ooh, they got you. Ghost of Tsushima's boss fights are very similar to Sekiro in the early game.
Yeah, the last boss fight I thought was kind of not good.
Yeah, you're too strong. You're too strong by the end of it. I think the early game of Ghost of Tsushima, especially with the boss fights or like against the samurai, are very well paced, where it feels like a movie, where it's hit, block, block. You know, like you're actually going back and forth, and that's the fun. But yeah, later on, it's like, oh, I'm in the fight with the final boss. Dagger, fire sword, throw a bomb, and you're like,
the 1v1s are pretty fun though.
Yeah.
But the Mongol at the end it wasn't honestly that difficult.
No.
How you feel about the classic conversation with Ghost of Tsushima? I never played it.
Oh, I think it's a classic. I think it is, at least as far as I've played, the best version of Assassin's Creed I've ever played.
Sure.
That's a way to describe a game.
Yeah.
It's not the best stealth game though,
It's
which kind
not.
of sucks.
Yeah, it's not.
The best
Like you can't
version
even
of
pick up
Assassin's Creed.
bodies, which is ridiculous.
Yeah.
I can't tell if that's like a great thing to say about it, or if that's just a huge dig toward Ubisoft.
Both.
Ubisoft doesn't give a shit about Assassin's Creed anymore.
It's true.
They just want to make a third-person fucking adventure game.
Yep. So just gonna
Well, third-person moneymaker.
Yeah, third person live service game.
moneymaker. Yeah.
Oh man. But yeah, no, Ghost of Tsushima, I'd consider it a classic.
And you know what? The live service idea for Assassin's Creed honestly isn't that bad. It fits the lore,
Yeah.
which is kind of cool. But like, I just don't care.
I don't think there's a game that Ubisoft has that I care about. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's
Beyond Good and Evil 2.
Didn't they make Deathloop?
No, that's Arcane.
no. If they did anything with that game, it was publish it.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Like,
Well, that's.
I don't think
that's
they
not.
did,
no.
but
Because that's Bethesda.
yeah, it's Bethesda.
That's
Oh,
Arcane,
yeah.
the people who made Dishonored and Prey.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
Bethesda just published it. Yeah.
Because they're a fucking.
Are you telling me you're not excited for the new what's the game?
There we go.
The second one?
Exactly.
What's
that game? The second one.
Dark Death. The first game with the girl with the green hair. And then they made a trailer with the monkey and the girl.
Beyond Good and Evil 2.
Beyond Good and Evil 2,
Oh,
yeah.
It's the only one I might
That
care
was
about.
a great fucking trailer. I
Yeah.
love that trailer. It's cool.
All of those trailers are good.
Yeah, we'll just never get it.
Exactly.
Dude, I saw like a few years ago or something. They were like asking artists to like give them free art so that they can put it in the game.
Yep. I just want to see more of that monkey.
Dude, he was
I've
great.
got a date, and I don't do light.
They obviously they
Dude.
want to make a movie, but they are afraid to make
They
a movie.
should.
Yeah.
That trailer was so fun. I loved it.
Just make the fucking movie, dude. Just like don't call it Beyond Good and Evil. Just make a movie and see how it does.
Yeah. Yeah.
But Ubisoft is like, no, we can make more money with a game.
They saw what Ratchet and Clank did, and they were like, maybe not.
Just eat my gun right now.
Before you get to your topic, no, I got a bone to pick with both you guys. Both of you guys fucked me. Okay.
What?
You guys did not warn me about how bad My Hero gets in season 5. Okay.
I don't know what
you're
you've
talking
seen.
about.
From what I've heard, people don't like season 5, but I also heard that there's filler in it to try and connect to the movie.
The pacing.
New movie?
Yeah.
I'm like
I read a comment that says something like that. Sorry to keep
I'm like
interrupting you.
3/4 through season 5.
Okay.
This season is boring and slow.
Tell me literally everything. The fight with 1A and 1B is so like not a fucking like.
The fight
There's
that's most of it. The fight with 1A and 1B.
Yeah.
And then I just got to the end of their training with Endeavor,
okay.
and they're about to. There's a couple more episodes, and then there's gonna be
My Villain Academia.
My Villain. But dude,
Correct me if I'm wrong, Noah, but I'm pretty sure My Villain Academia happens before they show Deku and them doing that, don't they?
What the
Uh,
Endeavor stuff?
Yeah.
I
I'm
don't-
almost
I don't
certain
think
they
so.
show. Well, maybe I'm wrong. I could very well be wrong, but
the pacing sucks, dude. Because like last season was fucking incredible.
that's what you get for being an anime only baby.
I think it was just the 1A 1B fight that kind of fucked it, because like that shit does
No,
not
the
matter
stuff with
outside of
Gentle,
Black
I
Whip.
didn't like the stuff with Gentle and the rock concert either. I just feel like
Well, that was season 4, wasn't it?
Yeah, the end of
Yeah.
season 4.
I thought you were just complaining about 5. That's what I was confused.
no, just I think there's a huge problem with his pacing because like the ante is so fucking up there with the Yakuza fight of, hey, there's a underground criminal organization taking away powers, making people janitors. We are going to fucking go in and take them down as heroes. Hey, 12-year-olds, come on. It's like a bunch of cops raiding the fucking Yakuza like mansion with a bunch of 12-year-olds cop juniors.
They're like 15, dude.
Still, they're kids, right? The idea of that is so exciting and so amazing. And not only is your enemy strong, your enemy is so strong that if he touches you, you're dead. Mm-hmm. He can rearrange your molecules.
Overhaul's a good quirk.
Fucking incredible. And the bullets that make you a janitor is super cool too. And then like everybody has these dope moments of Sun Eater. I love
Kraken, dude.
His fight. It was incredible.
Phantom fucking Menace.
And the fight, it was a life and death fight. He was fighting a grown man who was trying to kill him. Incredible. And then your next scene is them doing a rock concert. Gentle was a joke. I finished Gentle.
So like
he wasn't that cool. I did not feel Deku was in danger at all.
Well, he's not. That's the point.
Exactly. The ante is like
no. But
so
the ante is
the point of Gentle isn't the stakes. It's to like kind of flesh out the world.
Yeah.
Because like his like story, like his story doesn't become relevant, but like the meaning of his story is kind of relevant.
That, and it's very, very... The stakes aren't Deku is in trouble. The stakes are the school is in trouble if Deku can't stop this guy.
Well, it's not just that. It's kind of like teaching Deku, like, kind of issues with, like, the society that they live in.
Yeah.
Because, like, one of the points in, like, My Villain Academia... This isn't, like, really spoilery, but it's, like... What does a person do in a society that shuns something that their quirk is all about? That's not exactly Gentle, but like with Toga specifically, it's all blood related.
Who's Toga?
Himiko, the blood girl.
Blood. The girl that's in love with Deku.
That's the one.
She can like transform into people. So like, what does Toga do in a society where she is kind of like forced to kind of love blood because that's like everything she
that's
is.
super interesting. I haven't made it to
that.
the
Yeah,
No,
I'm not
Gentle
spoiling,
is,
but that's like what Gentle's kind of like introducing is like.
Yeah.
If somebody like tries their best and like just fucks up, they can like just destroy their lives in like this society that's kind of more like following the letter of the law as the point to like the spirit of it, you know.
I understand.
The problem is also, like I said, sadly, it's because you're an anime only baby. The pacing of the manga is great because you want to know how many chapters fucking Gentle is?
How many?
2. He's like 36 pages.
Yeah,
But I'm sure it was
it's not super
30 plus
5
minutes.
episodes ish.
5 episodes for Gentle.
5 to 4 maybe.
That's too many.
Yeah.
That pacing is dog shit. But guess what?
It also it
It
goes
was like
with
2 chapters.
La Brava as well.
So you're
Like,
saying the anime is fucking me?
Yeah.
yeah, like
Okay.
I will say
Sadly.
the pacing and like real stakes happen.
Yep.
Like shit gets fucking real, dude. But yeah,
Literally 1A versus 1B is like
it's
almost 10
it's dog
episodes.
shit. It
Yeah.
doesn't matter aside from Black Whip.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that you have to take away from that entire arc.
I think that's
is
like-
Black Whip.
Yeah. I think it's probably, if it's this many chapters, it's 20 chapters. And I don't think it is. I think it's like 10. Because like every person who isn't Deku's fight gets ignored. You see 2 scenes of, oh no.
Oh no, they
I
go
got
through the full
got.
fights.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the anime pacing is fucking you. They have the budget. They know people will watch it. They don't have to care right now.
Yeah,
That's
Okay, so season 5 just sucks. Okay, I'll take everything I said back.
but
Season 5 sucks.
yeah, with Toga's,
I literally
thing,
skipped the episode too. There was a whole episode of filler.
Damn.
Yeah.
There was an episode
Speed party.
when Deku. Well, you told me the first episode was filler, so I skipped that one.
Yeah,
And then there's another episode when Deku and them go to hang out with Endeavor. They just switch viewpoints to Frog Girl, Gravity Girl, and the number 3 in the school, the girl that's not.
the
She
Sonic
creates-
girl.
Yeah, it's like a whole episode dedicated to them. I was like, is this filler? Yeah. so I just skipped that shit. So, but yeah, it was a whole episode just wasted on that. But okay, yeah, I take everything back. Then the anime's fucking me, and I said after this season, I'm gonna read it. It's just that the Yakuza shit was so exciting and so good that I was like, this anime is incredible.
Yep.
I want to keep watching this anime because it's like it's better when you watch it animated.
Yeah,
because it's super cool. You know?
Here's the thing with shonen anime and manga, and I think this is how they all are. You want to watch the anime for the big fights, but boy howdy, do you want to just read the in between?
Yep,
absolutely.
Because like that's how I was with season 4. I was like, I want to see Lumillion beat the shit out of Chisaki.
Yep.
And nothing else.
Yep. Exactly. And that's because I don't care. I don't care about the buildup of Red Riot being in the thing. I want to see him fight the knife dude. You know, like I don't need to see 45 minutes of him getting to the fight. I'll read 5 pages of him getting to the fight,
but that shit was all interesting. I love that arc, man. That arc was
Red Riot's dope.
The idea of, hey, we're taking some 12-year-olds or 15-year-olds into a fucking crime mansion, like just full of gangsters, is fucking insane, and they did it, and it's great.
Yeah,
I love that. I want more of that, and I'm mad that I'm not getting more of that.
So just wait until after Redestro, and if you don't like it,
Redestro,
it's the guy. It's
he's the next villain, but after Redestro, if you don't like it, then you can probably stop watching.
The season,
But
I think it's over.
Love it.
I'm gonna read it after.
Yeah, I think they showed a trailer for like season 6 or something. I don't even know if they made it to Redestro. Maybe they did because I saw pictures and stuff. Like they did the entire Redestro shit.
I don't know if it's the entirety, but it's
did they get,
the
like,
fight
upgrades?
Happens. The clip I saw, because I didn't watch.
How many episodes did they make that then?
I don't know.
Did they fuck like literally the best part?
No, because there's also a clip of Twice
doing Sad Man.
Yeah. So I didn't watch that clip, but it exists. Don't worry about this, by the way. This
I
is
know.
vague spoilers.
I don't know.
Yeah.
You guys are saying names, and I'm like,
yeah, I'm trying to keep it like very esoteric for you.
Exactly. Yeah.
I can't. I'm sitting over here. I was like, is Sad Man a person or a attack?
Yeah. Who knows? But yeah, no, I've seen clips of those things, but I don't know if because I saw the fight with Redestro, right? I saw part of it.
And
I
Shigaraki?
don't know. Yeah. Okay. I don't know if that's the last episode because it's just a clip. You know what I mean? So they might have after that fight, or that could be the last episode. I don't know because I just saw the clip. But I'm sure that they have to give it more because the next arc is just fucking 10 out of 10 goddamn balls to the wall, isn't it? Like season 6 is just going to be.
I'm assuming it's just gonna be jail and then
hospital, right?
Oh well, it would go hospital, then maybe finish with jail.
Maybe.
I don't think they can. I think 7 will probably be vigilante.
Oh yeah, because they ran out of fucking content.
Well, not.
Oh, you mean?
Yeah.
Got it. Sorry, Darius.
I know there's a series called Vigilante, but I did not mean that.
Yeah. Okay. Now I understand what you mean. Yeah, you're right. It's got to be.
Does Sun Eater do something cool again?
Sun Eater? Not that I remember. He's probably part of the hospital, but
yeah, he does stuff in the hospital, but it's all about Mirko.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter.
She's the highlight there for sure.
Yep. Bunny girl.
Okay.
Yep. But yeah.
All right. My complaints with the anime then.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. Definitely.
I take it all back. The anime is fucking me.
No,
the first half of that season for sure is dog shit.
Yep.
But
correct.
Like once you get to the villains, like that, it's gas from then on.
Mm-hmm.
Like
I'm like 3
amazing.
episodes off, so we'll see.
Yeah.
All right, then that's it.
Yep. Noah and I, when you said that you hated Gentle, we both kind of were like, man, Gentle's cool.
I love Gentle.
Like, we were about to have a gripe to pick with you.
Yeah, but like what I was saying with Toga, that I guess more applies to like La Brava.
Yeah.
Because like her quirk is like intense love, like kind of from the get-go.
Yeah.
And that's like shunned.
Yeah.
So that's why she was kind of like pushed into being a villain in the first place.
And
that's kind of like Shigaraki's mentality as well.
Yep. And it's also the, I don't remember his name, but the voice guy, right? It's super hard for him to be a hero. Why? Because everyone sees his ability as evil.
Yeah.
So it's like,
you'll do whatever, or I'll do whatever you tell me to do.
Yeah.
How can you not? How can you use that for good?
yeah, that's inherently evil.
Yeah.
Like, taking away free will is inherently evil. That's why the heart ring is evil, technically, in fucking Captain Planet. Because his whole thing is he can, like, control people's thoughts.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like, okay, that's an evil power.
It's pretty fucked up.
The good guy's using it, but it's still evil. Anyway, so yeah, Noah, did you have a topic to talk about?
I don't know, man. Haven't been doing much, I guess.
Bro, same.
Dude, I'll say fuck Starbucks.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I'm in.
What's wrong with Starbucks?
What's
When I
right
go
with
there in the
Starbucks?
morning, I'm like, yeah, can I just get like a large coffee? It's like a large salted caramel cold brew or something. And then they give me like coffee, and then on top of it is like this foam milk. And I have to mix it while I'm driving to fucking work. Go fuck yourself, Starbucks.
Do your job.
Like, I have to like fucking swirl it, and it doesn't fucking work, and it's so annoying. I don't know.
You got to get one of those
Fuck
mixer
Starbucks.
balls now.
Is that how they always do it, or is that just the teenagers working there being lazy?
I have no idea. I mean, in Beloit, I got the same thing, and it was mixed for me, and I got it like 3 times
Well, to be fair,
going
though,
to work since then, and it's been unmixed.
in Beloit, if you mess up someone's coffee, you might get shot.
That's
so.
fair.
That's actually, you know what? That's an interesting topic in itself. What do you guys do when they fuck up your order at a fast food place? Are there levels of how badly they fucked it
Am
up?
I gone, or am I still at the window?
I mean, you're definitely gone.
Yeah,
I don't
let's say
know
you're
anybody who
definitely
checks their food at the window. Like,
yeah,
it's all here, right?
right. 'Cause that's like a faux pas a little bit, you know. Unless you have a passenger. That's the beauty of like Trisha with me. I hand her the bag and we start going, and she's like, you know, like, that's 2 burgers, that's 2 fries, we're good.
I mean, I'd have to like get something different for me to like say something, I guess. Like, if I asked for like no mayo and I got mayo, I'm like, whatever.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, there's levels to it. If I'm getting something and they give me something I don't eat because they fucked up the order,
Yeah.
I gotta go back.
Yeah.
That's fair.
But if it's something I can tolerate, I'll just eat it.
Like
Try
if,
something new.
yeah.
But-
like if they let's say like if you ask for a chicken sandwich, right? Let's just say a chicken sandwich from Burger King, and they gave you a Whopper. Would you go back, or would you just be like, I guess I'll eat the Whopper?
I guess I'll eat the Whopper. But if the thing is for, say I'm going for Amy,
Yeah.
and they fuck up her order, no matter if I know she eats it or not, I'm gonna go back in and get the right order.
That's fair.
So
Trisha's super unlucky, by the way. They will mess up her order 9 times out of 10.
Oh, really?
Every
Who?
restaurant.
Oh, every
Everywhere we go, someone will mess up her order in some way. Sometimes they'll just forget her food, and it's like, what the fuck?
Fuck, dude.
like, dude, we've gone to like Noodles and Company, and like my order's super weird, right? You know, like I get like extra cheese, extra parm,
Yeah.
extra chicken, and like switch my noodles, and she'll get a basic order with like the not wontons, but the pot stickers.
Okay.
And they'll just forget the pot stickers.
Oh, really?
But they'll get my order to a T. And like they'll give me my like Korean meatballs as a side too, but they'll forget her thing.
What the fuck?
And like, dude, it happens so
you
much
can't
that like
forget that though. Like, I work there. It shows up on a screen and it tells you what to make.
fuck us, right? And that's why Trisha's like, this has to be me. Like something about me
Just
makes
bad
people
luck.
just
the universe is just fucking her.
yeah. And it's like, damn, that's bullshit. But you were saying, sorry, I got into a tangent of
No, just there's levels to the fuckery
Mhm.
of how angry I'll get, or not angry, but how
annoyed.
yeah.
Yeah. So, because you were talking about that, I had a weird thing at Wendy's last week.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I drove up to the window, and they were taking a while, and it's fine, whatever. And then a dude starts walking from the parking lot over there towards my car, and I'm like,
Are you gonna murder me?
right? And like he's kind of like got a grumpy look on his face, and then he's like starts moving to the passenger seat, which Trisha's in, and I'm like eyeballing this dude like,
What's
You
going
can't
on?
just yeah. And then like he kind of talks over my car to the window, and he's just like, "Hey, we need separate receipts for that order. Like you didn't give us that, you gave us one." And I was like, "Okay," but that dude waited like 4 minutes outside my car's passenger seat to talk to the lady as she was coming out, and I'm like, the whole time I'm just like trying not to look at him because it's like.
That's when you have to aggressively look at him.
Yeah.
Like you have to stick your head down and like fucking.
Can I help you?
Yeah. You knock on your glass.
Oh,
Shit. I guess I could talk about being profiled.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Yeah, you didn't talk about that on the podcast.
No, that happened 2 weeks ago. Almost forgot about it. It was a funny story. It always feels weird just reiterating stories to you guys, even though like I haven't said it on the podcast. You know?
I mean, the people listening haven't heard. So.
Yeah, I know, but it just feels weird.
Noah, I love your stories so much.
I'm not a good storyteller though.
Dude, but I love your voice. You tell stories so well. Like I'm in it.
Oh shit, I don't think I told you guys this, but it was kind of funny.
Oh, you also have to tell the story a third time with all of us because I haven't told Trisha.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So like, we get to Madison to go see Tom Segura, me and my brother, and like we're like first in line. We got like our COVID bans. They like checked us to see if like we had like the vaccination or whatever to see if we could actually like get in.
You didn't tell us that.
Yeah.
That's super neat.
And
I didn't know they did.
Yeah, they forced either vaccination proof or a test within 48 hours.
Dang. I'm guessing it could be one of the home tests though. Or did it have to be?
I think so. They didn't like specifically say that it has to be like this kind of test. Yeah. But we like waited in line, so we were like the first people there, pretty much.
Yeah.
We get in, we like buy our merch immediately because there's no line. We go to the bathroom, no line. So like we go down, we got front row seats. Like we know where our seats are, like whatever. But there's people ushering people just to like speed it along, I guess. Mm-hmm. And we go through the wrong doors, I guess. Like there's 3 doors. We went down the center.
Fucking job.
Yeah, we have front row like center seats, so we're like, oh, we'll just go through the middle, right? And like a lady stops us and she's like hella fucking aggressive. She's like, wait, stop. Like she's like yelling at people pretty much. We're like, yeah, whatever. Like, here's our tickets. Here's where our seats are. She's like, this is the wrong door. You have to go to the other one. We're like, okay. So we went to the other one, showed the guys our tickets, and it was like literally right next to our fucking aisle anyway. So like, but we get our seats and we just like sit down and we just start talking for a little bit. And after like a few minutes, I get a tap on the shoulder and I look over and it's a security guard. And he says, this is going to be a weird question, but can I see your ring finger? So I show him my right ring finger and he's like, okay, can I see your other ring finger? So I show him my left ring finger and then he says, all right, cool. And then walks away. So me and my brother were like, did he think we were gay or something? Did he like...
Mr. Segura refuses to have gay people in the front.
Yeah, right. So we're just like laughing about it, like, what the hell was it? It was so weird. And a few minutes later, my brother like gets up to go to the bathroom, and on the way back, he like asked the security guard because he was sitting down next to the door that he went out. He was like, "Why did you ask my brother that?" And he was like, "It's confidential." So my brother sits back down, and he's like, "Yeah, he said it was confidential. I don't know what's going on." And then, like 10 minutes later, the security guard comes by me and like taps my shoulder again. And he's like,
"This is all before the show starts."
Yeah,
right?
yeah, this is before the show. He's like, "Yeah, we were just like told to look out for somebody, but like you're cool." And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm sure I look like a skinhead, so I'm definitely profiled like that. That's all right. Like I didn't take it personally. I just thought it was funny."
Yeah.
And like my brother only asked because he just wanted the mystery to be ended.
Right.
He wanted resolution. But yeah, the show was great though.
So Tom Segura has enemies.
Yeah.
Skinhead enemies, I guess.
In the Milwaukee area, there's a group of skinheads that want that
I said
man
Madison
dead.
earlier.
Oh,
Yeah,
Madison,
we
yeah.
No, we were in Milwaukee. I was wrong.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, sorry.
When you said Milwaukee, I'm like, no, we were in Milwaukee. I said Madison. It was a dope show. Super funny.
Yeah. I've never been to a comedian.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
The only other one that I've seen do stand-up is Gabriel Iglesias.
Ooh.
This is good.
Yeah. It's
We also were, like, second row seats. But it was weird. Like, you just bought GA, and they were like, go fucking get your seats and open the door. We were just running down.
What the fuck?
I
That's
hate-
not how you
I hate that shit.
Yeah. This
I
was
hate that
like
shit.
years
Was it
ago.
like a drink minimum as well?
I don't think so.
Uh,
No. This was like 2011, 10. This was like years ago.
They almost trampled children.
Right, right. Yeah.
Have you ever been to a comedy show, Darius?
yeah. Also, when I went on the cruise ship, there was a comedy show. That was cool. It was fine.
Not to fuck that man, but like no one high profile though.
No, I don't remember their names. No, if it was Eddie Murphy, I would remember.
Yeah, I kind of got bummed out because I want to go to a show, but like all the people I wanted to go see when I was like kind of younger or like high school died.
Oh, yeah.
So it's like I wanted to go see George Carlin, dead.
Carlin's.
Robin Williams, like
Robin Williams a little bit, but Mitch Hedberg, dead.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like,
I don't know if I like his style.
Dane Cook's still alive.
great. I stopped liking him in high school, so we're good. No, Mitch Hedberg's weird. He's got some dry humor.
I recognize him as like a great comedian. I guess I'm just not a fan of like the one-liners.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. And I like one-liners.
Sure.
And I think his mixture of dryness and stupid bullshit one-liners always fucking tickles me in that special place.
If Chappelle ever goes on tour,
You have
We have to go, dude.
like tell us and we'll buy tickets and
Dude.
that can be your first comedy show.
I'm in. I'm so
There was
in.
an event, I think, for 9/11. My friend in New York.
We're talking about comedy still.
Yeah,
We're talking
yeah,
about
yeah. It was a comedy show for like charity for like 9/11. or
okay,
whatever.
that makes sense.
It was at the Madison Square in New York, and like the lineup was like Chappelle, Dave Attell, Segura, Jimmy Fallon, like a bunch of famous people. And like he went and he said that Bill Burr got like pretty much booed off stage.
His comedy's rough.
Yeah.
You gotta have a.
Especially with that
Oh, John
lineup.
Mulaney was there too.
Nice.
It was insane. That guy had a fucking year and a half.
Yeah, he did.
Holy shit.
Yeah, he did.
But he said him and Segura, I think, made 9/11 jokes. I think he said John Mulaney
In
was
New
like,
York.
Yeah, let me tell you about my personal 9/11.
It's gotta be hard to do in New York, man. You
Yeah.
gotta have some balls.
For a charity event. For 9/11.
Well, I mean, if you fucking hire like Dave Attell, it's gonna be like raunchy
That's
shit, right?
That's fair, yeah. David Attell had a show on Comedy Central. Am I
Yeah,
right about
Insomniac.
This? Insomniac, okay.
Dude,
I fucking
I
love
meant to
that
tell
show.
you. I thought whenever you said Tom Segura, I thought it was Dave Attell. And
Oh,
then
yeah?
the day you told me that story about the ring
Sure.
finger, I went and looked up Tom Segura. I was like, that's not the person on that show. So I had to like dig and find the Insomniac show.
Oh, sure. Yeah. They're friends. Like,
Oh, I'm sure.
yeah. I think Tom says that he was like a huge influence, but everybody fucking copied Dave Attell when he was huge.
Yeah. Dave Attell, like,
He's
dude, we
so
all watched him
fucking
as
good,
kids. Like, Insomniac was the show.
I don't think I
fucking
ever
watch.
watched Insomniac as a kid. When I was at work, I'd find it on like streaming sites, like bootleg streaming sites,
Yeah.
and just like play it in the background. It's great.
Nice. Yeah, dude, it's just a good show.
Yeah.
Like, it's weird because it has a similar vibe to like the stage parts of Drunk History.
Oh yeah.
Like it's just got like they have similar energy when they're talking with people, if that makes sense.
Yeah, his like delivery and like cadence is great.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, I'm down for Dave Chappelle. 100%.
Dude,
if he
Chappelle's.
ever,
You have to see Dave Chappelle if
Yeah.
you're alive today. Holy shit, dude.
absolutely
I mean, we'll try, but those tickets are
Dude, I will-
impossible to get.
buy them.
Because I don't think he does like arenas.
No, it's all smaller
he,
stuff.
Yeah.
He does, but he definitely prefers like smaller venues.
Fuck, man, so good, so fucking good. It's a hiccup. Sorry, it fucked my chest up. I'm not drinking enough water, so the acid came up, and I was like, burns.
Hey, forgot my water bottle.
At work?
Yeah, this is like the 5th fucking time it's happened.
Oh, you just need to buy a second one.
I
keep
know,
one at work.
dude.
Like-
Yeah,
Totally.
I have to.
Real talk?
I hate not having a water bottle.
Real talk? I have those. Just keep one at work, man. Like, don't bring your nice glass
Yeah.
animals one to work. Keep my shite ones there.
Yeah, that one's all like scratched up because I like drop it every once in a while.
That's how it happens, man.
I'm afraid the strap's gonna break too because that's just what I fucking hold on to.
Yeah. I wanna get you the Dune. I'm never gonna be able to do this, but fuck it. I wanted to get you the Dune lunchbox, but no one's selling it because the Dune movie's making
Dune
everyone buy it.
lunchbox?
Yeah, there was a Dune like classic plastic blue lunchbox with
Oh,
like the
yeah.
Dune picture on the front.
It had a thermos too.
And it's
Oh,
got a
yeah.
thermos, and it's got like fade and fucking whatever all
Oh,
on
like
it.
84?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Dude, I wanted to get it for you so bad and just see you bring it to lunch every day. But like no one's selling it.
Oh, damn.
There was one that sold for like 50 something bucks in like 2018, but none after that.
Oh, shit.
Fuck. So if you ever get that
Yeah.
from me, just know I'm looking. 'Cause, like,
Alright.
I need to get you it. But I want you to bring that thermos to work. That could be your water
Yeah.
bottle.
I need like a 32 ounce now. It's so nice.
Yeah, that's fair. Honestly, go 64, dude. Go big or go home. Go 128.
I like being able to like hold it like on its side with like one hand.
Get bigger hands.
I mean, I have okay size hands.
Oh, there you go. Get the 128.
You guys ready for any question?
Before that, when are we starting a new manga?
That's a good question. You were the one picking one.
I already decided this like podcasts ago.
He did.
What was it?
Do you remember?
Of course I remember. I want to know if James remembers.
I don't remember. What is it, Darius? I'll shit my pants live, dude. I'll shit my pants live. I don't remember.
Fuck you.
Well, Darius, the one who remembers.
Noah,
Dang.
reveal it.
Witch Hat Atelier.
Oh, yeah. I didn't know that was confirmed.
I mean, nobody else here has read it.
You're
No, I
right.
read it.
You're
It's
absolutely
not
right.
I don't even know if the story's good. I know the art's good though.
Yeah.
I don't even know the story. Okay.
I'm down.
Like the art's inventive and cool, so that's what I'm excited for.
Witch hat?
Witch Hat Atelier.
That's not how you spell witch. Witch hat atelier. I can dig it.
You guys ready for any questions?
Yeah, hang on a second.
Are we? I guess. Are we doing this for next week?
Yeah, I'm in.
Which had to tell you?
Yeah, first 10 chapters, like usual.
Yeah. Can you just send me the link
100%.
on Discord?
You got it, baby.
Thanks.
And then, so what? Is the next in the manga is my pick if we do one, right?
Yeah.
Since I have
We
read
already
them
know
all,
it's gonna be Biscuit Hammer.
it might not be Lucifer the Biscuit Hammer. Ajin is done, so I wouldn't mind reading
Ajin.
that instead.
Is that the
I'm gonna watch it, James.
immortal human?
You gonna watch Ajin?
Yeah, if there's an anime available, I'd rather watch it.
It's not the same. The story's different. You can't. Gotcha, bitch.
That's the immortals.
Yeah.
Thing. Yeah.
Apparently, there's a live action movie
Yeah.
Yeah.
as
I
well.
heard that.
It probably is decent. It's not something that requires a lot of special effects, so like it's probably all right.
It's probably better than Full Metal Alchemist movie.
100%. The cool thing about Ajin too is that like it's not bullshit. Like it's not bullshit for why people can do what they do, and like they actually have like a good understanding, being like, yeah, here you go, and you're like, oh, I'll accept that. You know, it's not just I got stronger because my asshole's big, like Dragon Ball Z. So yeah, I put a mark in the thing that says read Witch Hat Atelier for everyone who is listening to this podcast.
Dope.
All right.
Ending question.
If you could force everybody in the world to watch one movie, what movie would you choose to jam into people's head or eye sockets?
This is a problem.
Dang.
Well, this is a
Dune
problem.
2021, so I get a sequel.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, that's true. Everybody has to fork over the money. Literally, oh my god, can you imagine?
Well, I wasn't.
7 billion times $20.
Well, no, I wasn't talking. They don't have to pay for it. You just make them magically watch it. They got to, no matter what they're doing, they got to watch this movie.
Well, then you can't pick Dune 2021 because then we won't get a sequel.
Then
It
they'll
means
want a
$0.
sequel.
Well, a lot of people will want a sequel if everybody watched it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
So
fair.
like,
Pure numbers. Even if 50% of the people who saw it wanted to pay for the second one,
Yeah,
that's money.
they'd get crowdfunded.
That's money back.
You'd get crowdfunded in a day.
Yup.
I know that's Noah's answer. What about you, James?
Was that really your answer?
I guess so.
Yeah. Wow, Darius.
It was a
fuck.
half joke.
Oh,
but
I didn't know.
I
I mean,
am pretty serious
it's
about
a smart idea.
I mean, it is. No, so I'll let you think unless you know a real answer.
I don't right now.
So I could make people watch some real shit. I could make people watch some bad shit.
Are we talking Room? Bad?
No, I'm talking like, oh my god, I can't even remember the name of it. That's how like it's disgusting bad. Like it's not a
Human
good movie.
Centipede, bad?
Worse, way worse. A Serbian film. Don't Google
snuff
search
shit.
it. Kinda
Why? Why would you want people to watch that?
pain.
Because
this
I
is-
saw it.
And
Darius.
this is the start of Ark's villain arc. I mean, James's villain arc.
Right? You could just give everyone a taste of pain.
Why would you want that?
Why not?
I guess mine isn't even better.
Well, so here's the thing. I'm not going to say a Serbian film because I've never watched it and I refuse to watch it. Because my old assistant manager at GameStop told me about it and I was horrified. I, who was forced to go on to like be on 4chan and shit when I was in high school, was horrified at what this movie was and what happens in
Jesus.
it. And I'm like, why did you watch this? And his response to me was, because I make everybody watch it. Because it's not good. And people need to know what's wrong with this world. And I was like,
Shit.
oh, fuck. Okay, sure, dude. So that's why if you make everyone watch it, I'll describe it after the podcast. Don't Google search it. Do not Google search a Serbian film. But yeah, my real answer,
Sonic the Hedgehog.
Sonic the Hedgehog. Yeah, exactly. Well, I mean the OVA. So that's a good one. No, I mean that's a really good question. I don't know. I'm trying to think about a movie I love so much that I want everyone to see it, you know? And I mean, like, I guess I've got to say, like, I don't know, Hot Fuzz or Shaun of the Dead.
Shaun of the
I think
Dead's
if
good too.
I think if every person in the world was forced to see Shaun of the Dead, we'd have a little bit more humor in the world.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
I would go Django.
Django's a good one.
Yeah, force
Django's
everybody
a
to see
good
that.
I'm what's the movie we keep trying to see by that actor or by the director you like, but it Bamboozled?
Oh, the Spike Lee joint.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I was thinking about that. But I had it by a different name, but you'll understand. I was thinking about Jibba's comic.
Isn't it called the Jigaboo Devil?
Jigaboo Devil, yeah.
Yeah.
And like, you see where I got those mixed up. They're
Yeah.
very, like, the aesthetic is the same. I still want to read that comic. There's got to be something there.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't think he wrote it.
He didn't, but he did the art. So,
Yeah.
I mean, that gives me more hope that something's...
Yeah, the writing is actually good. Yeah.
Yeah. God, fucking... I love Jibba.
Jibba's great.
Yeah.
He's Jibba.
He's Jibba. Yeah.
Watch those proportions.
Watch those proportions.
Thank you for taking time out of your day. Let's do this, guys.
Whoa!
I don't know if I have a better movie.
Oh, okay, I was going to say, he tried to fuck you twice.
I thought he was done. You said
Yeah.
Dune. Dune's a good
You know what?
choice.
Yeah, Dune 2021. Watch it, please.
That guarantees a
Smart
sequel.
one.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like,
But here's the thing. Does it guarantee a sequel?
yeah.
Hopefully. Because if everybody in the movie watches it, right, just like magically, just look at that. Oh my god. What? Dune made $0 on a budget of $100 million or whatever it
Yeah,
is.
but you gotta you gotta also think that sequel's coming out because it's gonna end on a cliffhanger.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Everybody's gonna be like, even like, there's gonna be enough people that gives a fuck to want to see what happens.
That's true.
Yeah.
So-
I'm kind of surprised Warner Brothers hasn't like already confirmed a sequel.
Same.
They've like put like a lot of effort into Dune so far. Like even like creating like a side series for it is kind of weird without confirming a sequel.
Very true.
So I'm assuming
I
that
think
they're
it's
just
weird
gonna
that
do
Fade
it.
isn't casted.
Yeah.
That's the weirdest thing to me.
Yeah.
Who did Sting?
He's in chapter 2, which is weird.
I think
60-year-old stage is coming up.
in the fucking...
The whole fucking Speedo.
If Sting is
Cousin.
in the background, song, I'm gonna be upset. You know what I mean?
I want
Oh,
the
yeah.
pug
He's
to
not
be in
an
the
extra.
background.
They
Yeah.
have to like show the pug.
They have to show
Just
the
like,
cat rat too.
just like
They did the Pink Floyd music for the trailer, so they at least know about some of the shit.
It's true. It's true. Fucking so stupid. Why is that movie so bad?
It's so fucking bad, dude.
So bad. Honestly,
I hope
though,
they don't fuck over voice like they did in '84.
Same.
That was
Same.
horrible.
I don't know. I don't think.
it'll be fine. This dude has a very good understanding of the world.
Denny's definitely killing it.
Yeah.
He definitely understands the themes of it.
The
And
vibe.
in one of the trailers, fucking Duncan
Go
Idaho
Power
says
Rangers.
one of the, like, the
do,
quote
do,
in the
go, go,
trailer
Power
where I was like,
Just shout it down.
Denis fucking knows like what this book means is Idaho was telling Paul that dreams are good, but everything important happens when you're awake.
Yep.
And I was like, that pretty much encapsulates like Paul's entire fucking character arc
Yep.
like perfectly in a sentence.
It's so good. So fucking good. Just think about the dreamer has awoken or whatever.
Mm.
Fuck. I was gonna say something else, but
And
I
Hans
fucking
Zimmer's
lost
on
it.
the score.
Yeah.
It's already fucking banging.
Aces.
They released some sound or some music from it.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I should check that out.
It's pretty good.
Something that I know I said it before, but I still think that they're just not going to show the Harkonnens in the similar way that they did in the book. Like
What do you mean?
I just don't think they're going to have a scene where like Baron is talking with Fade and
They
Bubba Gump comes in.
showed clips of him talking to Piter and the Reverend Mother.
Yeah. Wait. The Baron talking to the Reverend Mother?
Yeah. Or I saw like a picture of like the Baron talking to Piter and like the highlight. Mohayim.
Ah. Okay.
The Jessica's teacher.
Right. I don't think that we're gonna get the same scenes of like the book, right? Like we're not gonna get the cool globe, and that's why
Yeah.
Fade isn't cast, because Fade doesn't really matter until later as a
Yeah.
character. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
Like that. 'Cause,
Well, Fade really doesn't do anything until the end.
yeah,
Like his gladiator scene's super cool,
but it's not.
I
Like,
guarantee that's how the second movie's gonna open.
oh
With the gladiators thing.
I,
dude,
I,
that'd be
I
fucking
totally agree.
sick, dude.
Because
That'd be a great way to start.
yeah, because it's gonna show
Because it shows
the
like the
dichotomy.
subjugation with like the Atreides and where they are versus like the Harkonnens to
Yep.
like start it back up. Yeah,
And it shows
pretty
you
good.
the different starting place, quote unquote, of Paul and Fade.
Yep,
That's going to be a smart
that'd
move.
be great.
100%. So yeah, I don't think we're going to see Fade this movie. He's just not in it,
Yeah,
which is fine. I'm okay with that.
I know like they've added scenes and stuff that aren't in the book. Like in one of the trailers, like
Go Power Rangers.
the Atreides like accepting the fiefdom from the Carinos. Like that's a scene in the movie, but that wasn't done in the book.
Right. Right. At least the ships look better in this one.
Yeah,
Everything looks better in this one.
100%, dude.
Not the Power Ranger armor.
I do like the worms, how they had the 3 mouths open up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I'm sad that they took
I
that
don't
out.
like the circular. I like that it looks like an eye, but I just think like the mouth
visual,
thing,
yeah. Having 3 jaws is
yeah,
just
it
cool.
just looks cooler.
I hate to say it, but it's because there's like a level of elegance to it.
Yeah,
The worm that we have now looks like just a monster, but there's something about that like smooth shape that opens that way that like it makes it seem more intelligent than
Yeah.
just I'm a hole with teeth.
yeah.
So, yeah. fuck it.
Granted, they are pretty much like a force of nature.
It's true.
So it
Yeah,
works still.
They make fucking lightning.
Yeah.
It's fucking weird. I love it. And oxygen. Anyway, thanks for listening to the podcast, everybody. Please tell us what your movie you will force us all to watch is, and don't say a Serbian film. I don't want to ever watch it. Please, thank you. No, thank you.
Yeah, thanks for taking time out of your day to listen to us. I appreciate it.
Beautiful people.
You're all fantastic. We love you. Mwah.
Mwah. See you at movie night. Mwah.
See you at movie night. We'll pick you up at 7. Later, everybody.